So how are you guys? How you doing?
We're good. I got a pullover today for these guys.
I'm freezing.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Throw another log on the air conditioner.
Yeah. Sons of Obi-Wan.
I'd kill for a hoodie.
They got a Saber Academy they're starting.
Can't you provide me with like a sleeping bag or something? I'm freezing to death.
Look, I'm sure I could find you like a small pile of cosplayers who
You know
would just
what?
lie on
This is warmer.
Yeah,
than
it
anywhere
is.
else.
No,
I
the heat,
feel
the heat from
from the crowd.
You feel the heat.
Okay, all of you in the crowd, I want you to breathe really hard now.
No.
No?
No, I don't need con breath all over me. Nobody needs con breath all over. Hey, how you doing?
We have
That's
an
gross.
offer of a sweater.
Look at this. There's a sweater.
I do,
It's
really?
got Ebola on it.
I was going to say, you may not want to actually wear that, but, you know, is it even in your
Look at the
style?
look he just gave you.
Yeah, there you go. Look, well, thank you, kind gentleman.
I don't
of
know.
sweaterness.
There you go. That's very kind.
Thank you very much. I didn't mean to make that face.
Yeah, that's got Ebola on it.
Yeah.
That's for real. John DiMaggio is my uncle.
Hey guys, this one's going straight to you, John.
Okay.
You have such a distinctive voice, but all your characters sound different in their own way. So I was wondering, what was your motivation and inspiration for Marcus Phoenix?
Marcus Phoenix. Marcus Phoenix is just a badass, and you know he's been through hell. And I don't know, when I heard his voice, you know, in my head, it was something like this. You know, Dom, Baird, you two take left. Cole, you come with me. Nice. You know, he was just. They wanted something gravelly. They wanted something really bassy, and something with a lot of veritas, and that's basically how I rolled with it. And I was just kind of, you know, you're fortunate when you're working with a bunch of people that know what they want. They know what they want specifically, and they're able to translate that to you, and you know, that was a real blessing. So, you know, I come up with stuff, they come up with stuff, we meet in the middle, and that's usually how it's done for everything. So,
I'm just wondering if some people are born with a certain kind of voice and it's great and you kind of won the genetic lottery and the type of voice you have, what and if it's possible to train your voice to do something that it doesn't do currently if you want to get into more character voiceover stuff?
I was a little freak when I was a kid. I couldn't shut up. I made noises, did voices. I'd go to play a piano and somebody would slam the lid. And I just needed to express myself so bad. And the need to do that made my throat just come to my rescue. I could create characters when I was little and everything. And I could fake going to the basement as far as register goes. And I could fake going really high up. So I was very flexible. My own voice sounds like yucca puck, you know? I mean, it's in neutral. It's flawed, but it allowed me to play things that weren't flawed, you know.
I think
you can't
there's-
teach instinct.
Yeah, I think you're born with a lot of what you have. You know, I think you got to have it in you. There's things you can do. Like Billy has said this before, and I've heard it other places. If you do a bad impression, it's still a voice. You know what I mean? Like it's
No one's
still.
heard.
Yeah, it's still a voice nobody's heard. So even if it's a bad impression and you're doing it, if you commit to it and you can act within that voice, then that's a voice.
Yep.
You know? So I think that I hope
Pick
that
anybody in show business right now.
Yeah.
And do an impression of them, and you say, okay, that's my character. Nobody will know what you're doing, and they'll say, how'd you come up with that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question.
Hi, I was just wondering, with all the different voices that you both do, is it easy to sing in all the voices, or some more of a challenge than others?
You know, that's a good question because sometimes, like I couldn't sing in Marcus Phoenix's voice. You know what I mean? Like that would really kind of be strange. You know, Marcus Phoenix sings Marvin Gaye. You know, I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, sugar, come on. Let's get it on. It's funny, but it doesn't work, you know? So it's like, you know, Bender is, I mean, Bender's just so loud that you can sing in it. You know, you just, yeah, yo, boy, I'm singing this song and do, yeah, come on. And, you know, you make up stuff and you know, that's fine. But it all depends on, the range of the character. If the character doesn't have range, then it's hard to sing. If you can sing within that range, you're good. But if you have to sing out of that range, that's when the problems occur.
Fry singing the Katrina and the Waves song.
Yeah, walking
I'm
on.
walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Don't it feel good? That was way out of his range.
Yeah.
Oh, Zapp sang.
Zapp did sing.
I met her in a bar down in Old Soho. Where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A, cola. Leela, la 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 Leela. You know, it's so ridiculous that you can take license with it.
That's true. You can, if you know, even if it doesn't work, you can make it work. You know, like talk, sing it. You know, I guess. You know?
Well, they had us singing in characters the other day on the radio. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
Like trying to get Zoidberg to sing like a...
Sing all about that bass. He still doesn't know the song. It's hilarious.
I didn't know it. I see the lyrics and I go, I'm all about that bass. I'm all about that bass. I asked myself one day, what am I all about? Because I never did before. I guess I'm all about that bass. Or the bass is all about Zoidberg. We'll go back. We haven't finished our work there at that radio station.
Yeah.
We'll go back tomorrow.
Okay, we've got.
Hey, there it is. Hey, all right. We're plugging lightsabers.
You can be buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're lightsaber buddies. That's crazy, Quinny. Sorry, that's filthy. Sorry about that.
The rewards of a misspent youth, sitting here making noises.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the bacon pancake song? All right, I'll do the bacon pancake song then. What? Who? What? Oh, 1 sec.
Hang on.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we don't do the filming of this.
Yeah.
That is not something we agreed
He's
to.
like, wait a minute, hold on, let me get this. hold for the camera. Ready? Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. I take some bacon and I put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Yeah.
Hooray! Have you guys seen Hugh Jackman lip syncing the bacon pancake song? That's pretty awesome. I tweeted back to him with a couple of steak knives in my hand, like, I'm like, dude, that's my gig, bro. Come on, man.
Basic, you just did it then. I always wanted to know, how do you guys jump from one voice to another? And how well can you do that?
I've seen him do 3 pages of dialogue by himself. I swear to God, on Futurama, during the table reads, like we would have table reads, and you know that's when all the writers and the performers would come in, and everybody in the writing staff and the producers and people from Fox, and we'd all get in a room and we'd read the scripts together, you know, so that they would have 2 days to have a rewrite before we would record it. And he had to do the Professor Zapp back to Zoidberg, back to the Professor, back to Fry, back to the Professor, back to Fry, back to Zoidberg, back to Zapp, back to Nixon, back to... It was like being in school. It was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And, like, he did it flawlessly. And, you know, yeah.
I mean, I could do that when I was a kid. I could do that because I loved puppets and, you know, doing puppet shows and stuff. I was just sort of imagine a kid that they're trying to stick a baseball glove on, and I'm wind up to do what I'm doing. You know, it's just, I was dyed in the wool, kind of. But talking to yourself, you meet a better class of people that way, eh?
Hey! But I've done it before, but not like that. I mean, And you know,
you do stuff
you
in
just
sequence.
yeah,
If you're
yeah, no,
Randy,
absolutely.
And then Bender.
Yeah,
pops
yeah.
in.
Randy Bender, you know,
Mr. Panucci.
Mr. Panucci, you know, Fry, pizza going out. Come on, you know. Barbados Slim, you know. La Barbara. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Earl, the robot cop. You under arrest, baby. Oh yeah. You know, you switch it up. You take a breath when, you know, you just, if you breathe while you're doing it, it gives you time to think, you know, so.
At least, I mean, we had words. It wasn't like we had to think of.
Yeah, it's
junk
right
to
there.
say.
Right, yeah, it's right there,
While
you
you're
know.
Plowing through characters.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you, I played an Australian character on Futurama. I did. And he, I think, did he die? He may have died in lava. How's my Australian accent? Is it okay?
I only did it once.
There's people here. There's people here looking at me like, sounds a little Kiwi. Goes up at the end.
I used to be on radio many, many years ago, and about 25 years ago, and we found it on YouTube. It was a thing called Kangaroo Balls, and it was a stupid little song because every commercial at that time was an Australian guy, you know, that's not a lager, this is a lager, you know, and it was all Paul Hogan,
Yeah,
movies
yeah.
and everything. So we were sitting around one day, and I just started singing this little song, and it's like, kangaroo balls, a great snack from down under. You know, and they're going, yeah, what's the big deal? Because I watched other videos that have popped up over the years, but it was like, oh, I know what you're thinking. Here comes another guy in a bush jacket to sell you something, right? Well, you're right. And that's why I'm here to tell you about the latest snack idea from down under, kangaroo balls. Oh, good God, Paul, you're asking us to eat kangaroo balls? Well, let me tell you something, mate. They're no better or worse for you than anything else from Australia. You know, just stuff like that. You could actually dial it up. It's probably not worth it.
I think that deserves a round of applause. That was an awesome Australian accent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Billy, what's it like being Bugs Bunny, one of the most iconic cartoon characters of all time?
I get to work with Michael Jordan, Doc, the closest thing to a religious figure that we have. Oh, and I get paid in carrots.
Yeah, it was great working with him. And, you know, I mean, I met him at a rap party. It's the only time I met him. And there was like 12 people I was away from, and his manager goes, Michael, this is Billy West. He's the one who did Bugs. And he goes, hey, Billy. And he reaches over all 12 people and shakes my hand. And it was like this. Man, that's a man.
Michael Jordan.
Thank you.